Okay, so episode 11 and 12 will be back to back for this reaction. They will not be full episodes, they will be edited down into this reaction. And, well, before we do, the last episode, I know there was the whole stuff with Hollow be like, I wasn't a fan of that deal. And it's very suspicious because that woman merchant is very, I forgot her name. She seemed nervous, right? Like she wasn't confident the deal would be a success and everything. I'm a fan of Hollow being collateral. I'm like strongly against that. I do not like that at all. Like like damn. Like actually, I mean, of course, Hollow is like a 20 or 25-foot wolf, so she could literally, bam, dash, gone. Like the wind, just grab Lawrence, like in season 1 with Chloe. With that whole altercation with Chloe, and or maybe more towards the end of season 1, and they ran towards the city there. Whole arc with Nora. But yeah. So let's see what happens. I didn't want to hum the music properly, in case that got me copyrighted. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like this. No idea who that is. Claire, they just tell that from like she's beautiful. Like a soft smile, especially with eyes. Like a mercantile course live. Yeah, what is with his reaction? Omikoto desu. That's very odd. Okay. I said I wouldn't pry, but I'm gonna pry. A cheesy Bard song. Become part of the folklore. Why the kick? Damn. I mean, that's not really honorable. Damn. She stole. Damn. A lot of that backstory is a little vague. You actually sit that in a little give and take. Odd. Hollow seems unsure. Yo, a waste of time. Hmm. Actually, I'm so surprised Hollow agreed. But again, you know, she can always bolt. She has like these really beautiful, beautiful shots. Yo. Okay. Is her tail actually like really sensitive or something? The way he just fell and he's like, oh, I can't get up. Too lazy. Like, oh, I actually thought they were about to kiss for a second. Wait, what? And the early is not exactly. So she's saying that out of worry of things going down. It's irrational. Damn. That must have been cold. I've become used to seeing people die. Like, holy shit. Is her tail puffing up? It ties back to the OVA in the first episode. Or maybe I'm not sure what she's getting at. Yeah, that's a very irrational fear. Mm. So she's what, assuming that their story will not have a happy ending. So she's like, let's cut it here before it reaches the end. Like a bitter, sorrowful one. Kind of irrational. Very pessimistic. And after that, they're just like beside each other. It's just hilarious. She's just stroking her tail casually. He's laying down. After that, like, long-winded, heated talk. Had 2 beds. The old man doesn't say much. I mean, is it worth having without you? Societal. Hope so. It would be hilarious if they just like broke out and danced there over the water. Huh. Hey, what? Hollow loves her drink. The fact she's not an alcoholic, holy crap. I'm sure they ask for one with a happy story. I just imagine if someone trips and burns all the books. Greenhouse. Have, and then it further unfolds. Wait, what? Wait, what? Well, damn. A revolt? Damn, better go give those merchants their money back. Be like, yeah, so we didn't make a deal. We did make a deal, but we never bought the fur or anything. Here's your money right back. Well. Well, damn. Big twist. Big twist at the end there. Did not expect that in the slightest. So there's a revolt there. Yeah, you know, I think Hollow's mostly just scared about... I know she said it's not mostly about seeing him die, but I do think it is related to that. Partly, like, that ties into... She has a fear of, like, I don't know. I think it's like a bittersweet ending for them. Or just a bitter one. So she's like, I'd rather just cut ties now. Rather than things go downhill. It's pessimistic, and it's looking at things from I would say a cup half empty, but it's even lower than that. I would just say Hall's having a bad day, that's all. Pretty much. And yeah, those I don't know if those were noblemen or just like really rich merchants or what. But those dudes were really weird. Especially they had like a coordinated laugh. Like they laughed in sync. Like it was synchronized swimming above speech. It's odd. Very odd. The revolt is interesting. Completely unexpected from me. I didn't expect it. Like, I'm guessing it's something with the fur traders revolting there. I don't know. Anyways, let's jump into the next episode. Episode 12. Coordinated attack? Wait, what? So... Yeah, because right to buy it now, tell her. Fails will naturally refuse to be. She won't abandon you, don't be. Mm. Damn. I'm a little confused right now, not gonna lie. They're being dramatic. What is with that dude, that pose he struck there? What the frick? That was weird. It's like, hey, baby. It's like, what the heck? Mm. Wait, so is she stay? Oh, she's staying there as collateral. I was a little confused by that conversation. I'm not gonna lie, between Hollow and him. So he wanted to call off the deal, and I don't know how that would make her not want to travel with him. That went over my head. But anyways, you look like you want to ask a ridiculous question. That's funny. It's like, you look like you want to ask something stupid. Go ahead. A butcher's knife? I actually said that like a slap in the face. Rock salt. Damn. Agreed. I like they're having a talk while she's like trying to freaking kill him. Talk no jutsu. I'm guessing that patron isn't significant enough to be mentioned. Never mind. It was kind of mentioned. What was it? Insurance policy. So okay. Pause. Okay, so if I'm understanding correctly, her and the church were going to monopolize the fur trade. But it seems like if her and Lawrence are profiting big off it, she still wants to, like, get out. And she's looking to make a big cash deal. So if someone takes the fall, I don't understand exactly, but it seems she's using Lawrence as a fall man. That's the gist I'm getting out of that. So I'm getting that thus far. But how he plays into being a fall man with this, I'm not too sure. Damn. Get wrecked. I mean, to be honest, he should just knock her out before she tries to kill him again. Like, actually. So she used him to get for that deal. Oh, that's why he's at 4,000. Oh, okay, so the thing about that. So she used Lawrence as a cash cow to get more money there. I don't know why he's trying to get an answer. Just, like, punch her out. Because, like, she tried to kill you twice. In, like, a few minutes. Pretty sure she's about to try again. Wouldn't be surprised. She hit him. I literally just said he should have knocked her out. She was I knew she was going to grab another thing. I have no idea what she said down there. I didn't know negotiations break down. Wait, what? Yo, she looked like she was powering up. Well, what's the worth? Oh, enough to buy her back. Traded the end for her. I mean, to be honest, she could have ran. Holy shit, yo, Hollow just. Oh my. Kimi. Did you think I'd say that? That dramatic pause. Oh my gosh. Oh, her. Good, good character. Whoa, whoa, whoa. People say there's no. 俺はお前が好きだなんだ。俺は君が好き。大好き。I like the relationship development and everything. So Eve is basically on like a she was on like a suicide mission, sort of. High risk, high reward. Obsessed with that. I think I don't know. I mean, to be honest, he could have just gotten the deed, had Hollow take it back, and they could have ran off. But him doing it this way, it more showcases like, well, he could have done that. It showcases really how much more valuable Hollow is. So I was saying stuff like, you know, what's the value of a soul? What's the value of a person? The whole world isn't worth one soul. It's so unlike Hollow. If it's happy tears. Hollow is like. Oh wow. Did they kiss? Let me go back. Because that was such a low quality kiss. I feel like they like if it was like an actual kiss, they would have animated it a lot better. Instead of like this low quality like panned out shot. So maybe it's like I can't tell if it's like a lip kiss or if it's like a cheek kiss. But they could have done that shot like way better justice. Damn. That was cute. Kawaii desu ne. Oh lord. I don't know if I said it correctly, desu ne. I'm tired too, so I'm doubting my Japanese. My Japanese level is only basic anyways. Watch, I get copyrighted for like the bells ringing. Well, that's a pretty shot. That's very interesting. The flames, the smoke, the chaos going up in this like beautiful scene in the background. It's like this weird clash. The two of them being dramatic for nothing. As though they were ever going to leave each other. If they really did, I'd probably drop the show. Though even if they did, I would assume they'd eventually like come back around to one another somehow. Somehow. Yeah, that kiss scene, they could have done that way more justice. Like, come on. First and only kiss of the whole series between the main characters. They could have done that way more justice. So for that episode, like, well, you know what? Instead of talking about this episode separate, let's talk about everything. I'll do the review. Right. But I will say, really liked Spice and Wolf. I don't think I would say I loved it, but I did really like it. And it is a show I would definitely rewatch in the future at some point. Right? Probably not for a while, but it's definitely a show I would rewatch. Okay, so let's do a little review of Spice and Wolf. So I already talked a bit about stuff at the end of episode 12 there. This review I am filming a few days later, to be honest. Been a little busy. But yeah, because also it was like late when I finished episodes 11 and 12, so I wanted to do the review not the same night, right? But Spice and Wolf, I loved it, right? Season 1, Season 2, we'll just really talk about Season 2, and I'm not going to go over too much what I was just saying at the end of the episode 12 reaction, but I did like this season a lot. Like, I do, sorry, my throat. I do think that this show had really great character development throughout it. I know, like, I've seen online people say that not really much happened for it throughout the series, at least for their Hollow and Lawrence's relationship, like, progress-wise. But, like, that's not true. Like, throughout the entire thing, repeatedly, we have seen, continual growth. Especially in the second season, they kissed. Now, I was disappointed by the kiss in the second season because it could have been way better animated. Like, it was like a lower quality image compared to some of the really nice close-up frames that this show has had, especially of Hollow, right? So it seemed like a lower resolution image, to be honest. So that was a little disappointed. They could have done that better. It could have looked a lot better, especially it being such a pivotal moment, seeing, the show revolve around them. And that being like basically the cincher for their relationship. If that's the right word, I'm not sure. But yeah, in season 1, great development, especially with Nora. No, not Nora. Chloe. Chloe was the first girl. So especially with Chloe, because I mentioned it before, but with Chloe, right? Compared to the original, because I read that in the original they had like some dude going as like he was an acquaintance of Lawrence's, a merchant acquaintance, but changing the character to Chloe just improved it magnifold because it added a drama thing there because it's much more dramatic, like Chloe seeing Lawrence as a potential lover, Lawrence seeing her as possibly a wife, and like her betrayal there hits much harder, right? Her hunting Hollow and him there hits much harder. Her when she said, leave him, like kill him, or leave him to die, or whatever, hits much harder because of the different dynamic, not just being some acquaintance, business acquaintance, but being, someone he knew for a long time, someone who was a possible lover, right? A possible wife of his candidate, right? So that was beautiful. That it was so much more impactful. It was a brilliant change they did in season 1 that projected it so much more. I'm not going to go over this season 1 too much because I talked about it at the end of, season 1, right? And then the stuff with Nora and happened, and that was all really great, right? And you see the Hollow's humility, though she's like confident and she's proud, right? As wolves tend to be, she is also very humble, right? So we saw that through season 1. Again, I'm just touching on season 1 here. Focus more on season 2 because that's what we just watched. But yeah, continual development. But in season 1, like you can tell Hollow and Lawrence have feelings for each other. Lawrence is a more wishy-washy with his feelings, to be honest. It's not really until season 2 that it really hits home what Hollow is to Lawrence. Because he's kind of like that Katy Perry song, Hot and Cold, right? And, so I'll talk about Amarty and then I'm going to go back to the OVA in episode 1. So with Amarty being in the arc, he was a plot device, right? He was never a threat to Lawrence or anything of the sort. He was a young kid who just saw how beautiful Hollow was and without knowing anything about her and decided I want to court her. Having never spoken to her before, had decided that, right? It was funny because out of his impulsiveness before even talking to her, other than just a greeting, it's almost like he decided she's the one. And it's like, dude, you don't know what kind of person she is or anything. You don't know anything about her. You don't know, excuse my language, she could have been a massive bitch. You would have never known, right? So he was very impulsive and rash. But other than critiquing his own character, of course, Hollow's just awesome, right? But I was just saying, to make a point, right, about his impulsivity, his impulsiveness. Now, Amarty, he served a plot device. First and foremost, a plot device, right? So, with him, it was mostly just to push along Lawrence and Hollow's relationship. That was pretty much it. That was the bulk of it, right? Sorry, I changed my fan quickly to another one because the first one was really loud. But yeah, he was a plot device. His purpose was meant to give the illusion of a threat and to drama bait. And really just to, bring Hollow and Lawrence closer together. Right? And that's what happened. So with Lawrence, I meant to say, you saw more of his insecurities, more of his anxieties come out, right? His anxieties and his insecurities that he was forced to confront, right, to face. Also, he didn't handle some of the situations well with Hollow. Like, he should have talked to her more, not just left, went on like a soul searching walk or whatever. I mean, he should have done that, but he should have stayed with her, talked to her, reassured her. But really, what that did was the whole thing with Amarty. It basically brought out like some of the trust issues Lawrence has, his own insecurities. Beyond that, right? Made him confront it, and then mostly the biggest thing is in all of that, and with all of that, thinking, what is Hollow to me, right? So that wishy-washy, that hot and cold, that lukewarmness, you had to come to terms, you had to come face to face with it and decide. And it was really nice too, because you see later when he's like talking to that waitress in what was episode 7, episode 8, I forget. I think episode 8 or 9, I think 8. And she's like hitting on him, flirting with him. He says to her like, well, I'm not married, but I am tied down. I'm not married yet, but I am tied down to someone. So, like, and that was a big pivotal moment, because that was Lawrence finally wholeheartedly acknowledging what Hollow is to him, right? Because at times you see him get jealous at other points in the series and stuff, but he's very, like I said, he was very wishy-washy. He was very hot and cold, lukewarm, right? But so a really great character development, especially for Lawrence, right? Because Hollow was always hot, but she would tease Lawrence and try to make him jealous. Because it's not that Lawrence was cold, Lawrence was hot and cold, like I said, back and forth. And I think Hollow, at times she would do whatever. Maybe I'm inserting meaning into it. So if I am, my mistake there, but I think she did that partly to get him to stop being hot and cold. Because it's like they're together, they're talking, they're flirting and stuff. They're basically a couple. But then Lawrence goes and he starts, flirting with Nora and whoever else, right? So, but the difference is, all right, when Lawrence was flirting with others, he was flirting with them. When Hollow was, she was only doing it to take jabs at Lawrence. And usually it was in response to Lawrence going and flirting with others, right? Usually it was just in response to that too. But I think that's like ended in Hollow's way of jabbing at him and teasing him like that. Because Lawrence isn't being wishy-washy anymore. He's not being hot and being cold. He's not like looking at Hollow, hugging her, and then looking at someone else over her shoulder, So big character development for him. And yeah. So that was a big, big, big moment. So I'll jump back to episode 0 OVA and the episode 1 just now. But I want to talk about that female merchant. I forgot her name. That was kind of weird, right? Like, I understand that she had like a whole backup plan with the salts, the rock salts and stuff, I guess to make more cash and also, not to reveal all her cards to Lawrence. But I found it weird that she did, I guess she got addicted to like money too, again, after the fact I am talking about this a few days later. The fact she betrayed Lawrence, and then she left the deed for him was kind of weird. But I guess it made sense because her and the old man, they were off. The old man didn't need it anymore. I thought like she could have just killed him, but I think she partly didn't because she had some sympathy there, some compassion there. So that's why she left the deed and stuff. But also, I think another reason she did it was not just out of kindness, because she is actually cold and ruthless. She did it partly because she had Lawrence set up as a fall man to be hunted for the fur trade, being cut from the local religious head authorities there that have been very corrupt. So yeah. So she basically just had him there. I think she kept him alive partly for the first reason, but partly, if not more, for, you know, as a fall guy. Comment below what you think, why you think she did that, why you think she let him live. Your thoughts on that? It's interesting, but I guess that was why. But yeah, I'm not going to go on too much longer. Also, like episode 0, episode 1, briefly, you know, Lawrence's nightmares. I think her nightmares tied into the whole thing of her fear there of, you know, should I stay with Lawrence? And it was kind of weird. Hollow displayed like this selfish selflessness to help Lawrence achieve his dream of owning a shop, but at the expense of their own relationship. And it's like, that's not what you want. That's not what Lawrence wanted either. But it's also, I think, partly because she is scared of the future, you know, being with Lawrence. Because of the fact that they are wolf. Well, wolf woman and man will present, you know, issues. There's always a risk. Hollow's form coming out, or like, never minding weird stuff, but like if they're in town, right? There's always a possibility someone might see a Hollow. And then the worst thing is, what if they're not, Hollow and Lawrence aren't together at the same time, right? Well, that's not a problem. Hollow can track him. I only mention that because if Hollow has to run, you know, you don't want her to end up leaving Lawrence behind. But even then, it would be a temporary thing. So, their relationship and Hollow being the wise wolf will have many difficulties. Well, not may, but not will, but it may. It may have. So, yeah. Gonna be very interesting to see them go up north. Definitely looking forward to the new Spice and Wolf anime. I don't know if it'll be a sequel or a new season, a new series, a reboot. But I loved season 1. I loved season 2. I do like season 2 more than season 1. But that's only because I think they really upped the character development, particularly for Lawrence. But I think because it has better character development. I think overall I liked the stuff with Chloe and stuff. In season 1 more, like as I've mentioned, why before. But because the character development is better in season 2, not that what like it was great in season 1, better in season 2. I think I like season 2 more. So I don't really do number ratings, but I will say that I did really like Spice and Wolf. I don't know if I would say I loved it, but I really liked it. It's a pretty great show. Would I rewatch it? Definitely. Would it be anytime soon? No. Probably not for like a while. it would be a while until I rewatched it, but I would definitely rewatch it. Oh, my voice is okay. My throat's dry while doing this. But anyways, so yeah, that review was way longer than I expected. It's almost 20 minutes. Damn. I thought I was gonna do it for like 5 minutes or 10 max. Almost like wow. But yeah, loved loved the anime. Love Hollow's design. Beautiful character. Looking forward to the new anime. This was pretty great. We'll rewatch it. Not for some time, not for a while, but definitely worth a rewatch. I don't know if I would buy Blu-rays for this. I would buy the DVDs for it though. I don't even know if Blu-rays are available for this, but this is an anime I would buy the DVDs for. Definitely worth a purchase. Don't think I would get Blu-rays if they were available, but DVD definitely worth it. Yeah, good stuff to take to heart over this anime with the development of Lawrence, of Hollow. It's nice seeing the character development because you see the character grow, and as they grow, you grow with them, you know? It's nice. Anyways, I'll end that there. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe for more. Comment below what you thought about this season, what you thought about the series as a whole. And I'll see you in another show. Peace.